Imagine you run a factory, not a wizard tower. Raw materials come in all day long. Some are clean, some are messy, some are dangerous. You do not let raw materials go straight to customers. You build an assembly line. That assembly line is a prompt flow. At the very start of the factory, there's worker one. Worker one does only one job. They clean. They take whatever the user sends, slang, emojis, broken sentences, mixed languages, and they normalize it. They don't answer anything. They don't think. They just clean and standardize. This is pre-processing. If the input is unsafe, worker one raises a red flag and sends it down a different hallway. That hallway is conditional branching. Safe input goes forward. Unsafe input gets routed to a safety response. No debate, no guessing. Next, the clean material reaches worker 2. Worker 2 is the builder. This worker actually answers the question. But here's the key. Worker 2 always follows the same rulebook. The rules are fixed, the policies are fixed, the tone is fixed. Only one thing changes each time, the cleaned user input. That's the static+1 pattern. Static rules plus one dynamic input. This keeps the system safe, predictable, and auditable. Worker 2 never improvises beyond the rules. Then the product reaches worker 3. Worker 3 is the inspector. They don't care how clever the answer sounds. They check structure. Is it valid JSON? Does it contain all required fields? Does it follow the approved format? If the answer fails inspection, it never leaves the factory. This is post-processing. No schema? Rejected. Wrong format? Rejected. Unsafe content? Rejected. Only approved output ships. Now, zoom out. This entire factory line is a prompt flow. Each worker is a small, reusable prompt. You don't build one giant worker who does everything. You build small workers with clear responsibilities. Cleaner, builder, inspector, and sometimes a guard at the door who decides which path to take. Why does AWS love this? Because it's not magic. It's controlled. It's testable. It's governable. It's auditable. If something breaks, you know which step failed. If something is unsafe, it gets caught before shipping. If rules change, you update one worker, not the whole factory. Here's the rule your brain should autoplay in the exam. One big prompt is chaos. Many small prompts is control. Messy input, clean first. Different cases, branch. Untrusted output, validate. Fixed rules plus one dynamic input. That's prompt flows, not wizardry. Engineering. Great, let's do a real concrete end-to-end prompt flow exactly how it would exist in a production Bedrock app. No theory, no fluff, just what runs. I'll show you. 1, the flow. 2, the actual prompts. 3, the inputs, outputs at each step. 4, why the exam loves this pattern. Real prompt flow example. Use case, customer support AI, safe, predictable, auditable. Goal, normalize user input, answer, validate output schema. Hashed architecture, mental picture. This could be orchestrated by Bedrock Prompt Flow or Lambda step functions. Exam accepts both. Step 1, normalize input. Pre-processing. User input, messy. Prompt 1, normalizer prompt template. History, input variable. Output of step 1. Why AWS loves this. Clean input, no hallucination, no business logic yet. Step 2, now we use Static+1. Prompt 2, answer generator. Static instructions. Dynamic input, +1. Output of step 2. Still not final. This output is untrusted. Step 3, validate output schema post-processing. Now we make the output machine safe. Prompt 3, validator prompt. Input. Output of step 3. Now it is structured, predictable, safe to integrate, loggable. Conditional branching, real example. Let's say step 1 detects abuse. Output of step 1, alternate path. Decision logic. Safety prompt result. This is conditional branching. Why the exam loves this flow. This single flow demonstrates pre-processing, Static+1, sequential prompts, conditional branching, post-processing, governance and safety. If an exam question says, reduce hallucinations, improve safety, and ensure structured output, this is the correct mental model.